This episode is brought to you by DudeRob. Guys, are you sick and tired of the old department store robes that cost hundreds of dollars and look like something from the 19th century? We get it. That's why we partner with DudeRob. What's a DudeRob? Well, I'll tell you. Every DudeRob comes with a premium hoodie material on the exterior, a super comfy towel-lined interior for enhanced drying, a permanently attached belt so you ain't gonna lose it, deep pockets to hold all your many gadgets on the inside and the outside, non-floppy arm cuffs so you ain't gonna look like you flapping when you get out the shower, matching shorts and pants options so you get the full fit, and it basically looks cooler than any other robe you've ever worn. Coming hot off their Shark Tank appearance, DudeRob sold out robes on Good Morning America within 5 hours. But fear not, they got a fresh stock of robes ready to go exclusively for the What Are We Doing podcast listeners. Yup, that's y'all. Ready for this? Head on over to DudeRob.com and check out their line of robes, shorts, loungewear, and more. And then, when you're ready to check out, use promo code WAWD, WAWD, for an additional 20% off. Did you hear me? WAWD at checkout for an additional 20% off. Hey, step up your locker room game and get a DudeRob. DudeRob.com, promo code WAWD at checkout, gets you 20% off. DudeRob, men's luxury hood bath robes. Get at me.
Hey, things are different now. Things are different. Daddy kind of blew up, didn't he? Things are just a little bit different now. Okay? I'm going to tell you all about it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name's Levi, and welcome back. It's episode, 34, I think? 34, maybe 35. I'm already forgetting the numbers, dude. We're not even in the 50s yet, and I'm already forgetting the numbers. Love it. Listen, okay? My tweets are blowing up on a Tuesday. We're going down in the club on a Tuesday. My tweets are blowing up on a Tuesday. Listen, I'm on Twitter. I fucking love it. So I'm obsessed with Twitter. Listen, you should try Twitter. It's fun. It's easy. It's free. You get free shit, first of all. I get so much free shit from Twitter. I'm talking free food. I'm talking free merchandise, free books. Let me tell you the last 6 free things I got just for tweeting somebody on Twitter, dude, okay? Anytime the food is wrong, Sheetz, Taco Bell, Chipotle, whatever it is, if your food is wrong and you are not proactively telling that company on Twitter, you're messing up. Every time the Chipotle is wrong or whatever is wrong, and whether it's my fault or their fault or I didn't check it, they didn't check it, who cares? You tweet them, you get coupon codes sent to your account for free, like 2 or 3 free entrees. Happen multiple times, okay? Food on Twitter, first free thing. Let me tell you the next free thing I got. I followed a vintage video game store. I think they're in like Ohio or Minnesota, nowhere near here. But because I'm into vintage and retro gaming, they said, hey, retweet our tweet, give us a follow, tag a friend who loves Mario. We'll send you this cool pack of vintage Mario Pez dispensers. And guess what? I won. They picked me and I won. And I'm the winner. So basically, that's number 2. And number 3, you see my list, 1, 2, 3 today. It's not 1, 2, C. Okay. And then also, so Gary V, I got his book for free and some other dude's book for free. Everyone else is out here spending $10, $20, $30 for a copy of Gary V's book. I think it's called 12.5 cents. Got it for free. Some guy on Twitter said he had 40 copies of them. He said, do you want one? I said, sure. He said, here's my book too. I said, great. Now I have 2 free books. Saved me $50. and I didn't even have to pay for shipping. Okay. Because Gary Vee did like a giveaway with his NFTs and all that bullshit. So everyone bought like 100 copies of his book when it was on pre-order on Amazon. It's just to boost the numbers and the ratings. It's the scheme that he runs every time. So anyways, dude, yeah, free stuff on Twitter. Also, you can follow topics, okay? So the topics on Twitter is super fun because you then just discover new people, new accounts, new whatever. Like I now subscribe to the podcast topic, and through that, I have now found like 150 people I'm following, and I've gained like 250 followers just posting there and being in there and following those topics and like curating my feed. Do you know why I hate Facebook? Do you know why Facebook got deleted off of my phone? Because it's just a bunch of hoop. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of stuff that no one's reading. It's a bunch of status updates from Karen that I don't give a shit about. But on Twitter, it's literally everything I care about every single time. And the interactions are great. So, what did I do? I saw that Chaney the rapper. You guys remember Chaney? Right there. Move your hip when you talk. Put down your heart. That Chaney, he was trending. And I thought, 2022, with everything else going on, we'll get to it in a minute. Why is Chaney trending? So I looked, and apparently, here, let me just pull it up for everybody. So apparently, the Estee Lauder senior executive, John Dempsey, has been fired after posting this meme, it's on the screen, to his Instagram. This man, John Dempsey, was making $10 million a year, dude. He was making $10 million a year, and he posted this picture on his Instagram. So, of course, the board of the company automatically said, hey, buddy, bye-bye. He's fired. He's fired now. So this is why Chaney was apparently trending. And so then someone asked me, because Daddy's tweet blew up, you thought Dogecoin? You thought Bitcoin? You thought Elon was going to the moon? No. The tweet went to the moon. Now listen, it didn't go by. It's stupid. I got like 65 likes and like 29 retweets, which is like unheard of. I get 2 likes on a tweet, 1 or 2 of which are from me every single time. So, it's not like one of those, crazy viral moments, but it was fun. It was fun to retweet and follow everyone who liked it. Shout out to everyone who did. You are now a Twitter follower, which means you'll be seeing this episode, hopefully. So Estee Lauder, he lost $10 million. $10 million, dude. So yesterday, was it yesterday? Yesterday, my son turned 3 years old. Yesterday was his birthday, and he is 3 years old, dude. Little Ollivander. This time last year, I think, was maybe scooting across the carpet on his belly. Okay, barely crawling, and now dude's running marathons and just running the show at 3 years old. So it was fun. We made shirts, so Meg's finally opened her Cricut machine, which is, been sitting in the box since Christmas, so I'll let you do the math. February 27th to Christmas. It's been about 2 months in the box. So we finally learned how to cut the vinyl and do the iron-on and layer it and do all the stuff. And we put everyone's names on the back of the shirts, and we did that in glittery gold letters. And I'll put a picture on the screen. And so we did it, dude, and that was successful. So Megs is now obviously like, I need to start an Etsy shop and start making shirts for everybody. So that's coming soon too in the repertoire of side hustles of our house. But it's just it's a thing that she's been wanting to do for a while. Her friend Emma also has one, so they might do it together. We'll see. But she's going to be making me a bunch of shit. Kodak has one too, and I know he runs his. So, I mean, we'll be making some stuff. Expect some stuff coming soon, probably this year. Like, I think I might want to do like some drops, some like exclusive drops of like, 10 or 20, 30 shirts or designs or something that we make. And then we'll get them out there. So I don't know. We'll see. So a small group of us, if you were invited, you were invited. And if you went, you went. No big deal. Small group of us went to Ollivander's favorite restaurant in the world, the Cheesecake Factory. We love the brown bread, okay? And we love the chicken fingers. So we went to the Cheesecake Factory, small group of us, and that was good. The server's not so great. Megs and I are pretty sure we've had this server before when we went to this location. But like he was one of those servers who knows he's bad, but will not quit his job, or they will not fire him, to the point where he was telling us like, hey guys, I'm so sorry. I'm a bad server today, blah, blah, blah. Like he was one of those. Like he came to the table multiple times and was like, okay, here's your check. I'm sure this is literally what he said. He said, here's all of your checks. I'm sure something's wrong with at least one of them. Here's a pen to edit anything out that you want, and then I'll fix it later because I'm sure I messed it up that bad. Like he was so like, woe is me kind of thing, which I don't know if that was just like his bit. Like if it was just his bit and that's what gets him more money at the end of the day when he does do a good job, but he didn't really do a good job. So he was kind of telling the truth. I'm not really sure. And so we paid and tipped him and everything was fine. But he basically gave us free reign to like edit basically our tabs, but we weren't going to do that. So then we took Ollie. Obviously, we walked around the harbor where we were, and then right down the street, 5-minute drive, we took him to this, they called it a kids museum, but it wasn't, a museum is not the right word to use. It was not in any way a museum. But we took Ollie to this like kids zone, kids center. Like the first level was for like the big kids, and they could climb up this huge rope thing with a slide and then go down like 6 stories, like 800 feet in the air. Like I was scared. And then like the second level had like all these toddler rooms. Then we took him there, and boy, he ran around. He played with the things on the mat. He played with the stuff on the ground, having the time of his life. We might have some videos of him, maybe some videos on the screen. I'm not sure. I'll have to look to see if other kids are in them. There was this rope thing that like hung out over the edge of the balcony where mommy and daddy were standing. He went in there and ran around. He didn't give a shit that he was about to fall through, 3 stories to the ground. Like it was a whole fun thing. There was a big train. There was a water room. So it's just kind of like an activity center. Like you take your kid there, you pay $20, you let them go, or you go with them if they're responsible or not. And you kill a couple hours. We were there for a couple hours and it was fun. The kid had a blast, best day of his life. And then from there, he walked all the way back to the car like a big 3-year-old boy. Daddy loves you. And it was a blast. And we ended the evening at the kids' museum by smacking a little girl directly in the face as hard as he could. For no reason at all. He was playing with this little girl. They both had the same toy. He stood up and just right on the face. The little girl looked at me. I looked at the little girl. I looked at him. I saw his mom, the little girl's mom. I saw her mom. She looked at me, grabbed the kid, screamed. I grabbed our kid. We got out as quickly as possible. We weren't sure why, what set him off. Ollie, we're not so sure. But smacked a little girl, but he's 3 years old. He gets it. So that was the end of our trip there. Then we took him to IKEA because that's his second favorite store after the Cheesecake Factory. And we picked some stuff out. And then yesterday, that was the day before his birthday. And then yesterday we took him to Build-A-Bear, and he built 2 bears, which was very expensive for Daddy. So when I saw this story, I knew I had to talk about it. And I knew it had to be something that was said on this podcast. I'm going to read the article, and then you might know what I'm talking about, and then we'll get into it. But We all know The View. Here we go. Joy Behar. Joy Behar is catching heavy heat after airing her worries on how the Russian invasion of Ukraine will impact her Italian getaway. During an episode of The View, the 79-year-old co-host expressed her concerns over the Ukraine crisis as it pertained to her upcoming plans to travel to Western Europe. On Thursday, February 4th, Russian tanks rolled right down into the country's capital of Ukraine, and forces slowly started taking their way into the city as Russian President Vladimir Putin had declared war on the neighboring country. We all know at this point what's going on, right? I don't need to break this story down for you guys. It basically comes down to 5 words, 6 words. Hey, Putin, what are we doing? So we're all good. We're good there because we know what's going on. Great. So, moderator Whoopi Goldberg kicked off the discussion on the situation in Ukraine, calling the crisis so disheartening. She added, the people in Russia, they don't want this war. Putin wants it because he's trying to hold on to something that he doesn't believe in. We don't need to get into it. But here is Joy Behar and her concerns for the people of Ukraine during this time.
Estimates are 50,000 Ukrainians will be dead or wounded, and that this is going to start a humanitarian crisis.
More than that, by the way.
In Europe.
More than
We're
that.
talking about 5 million people that are going to be displaced. I mean,
more.
It's heartbreaking to hear what is going to happen.
It is heartbreaking.
Well, I'm scared of what's going to happen in Western Europe, too.
Yeah.
You know, you plan a trip, you want to go there. I want to go to Italy for 4 years. I haven't been able to make it because of the pandemic. And now this, you know, it's like, what's going to happen there?
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, bitch. Okay? Ever since 2017, I said, yo, we got to get to Rush. We got to get over there. We got to get to Italy. We've got to go to the Leaning Tower of Pizza. I want a large cheese. I want a large pepperoni. I want to climb the Eiffel Tower, dude. Since 2017, I've been trying to go. And now, okay, 2018 rolls around. I'm saving money. 2019 rolls around. Oh, guess what? We're pregnant. We're having a baby. Woohoo! That's exciting. So we can't go now, obviously. 2020 rolls around. Freaking COVID. Okay? Freaking COVID, which then just went ahead and spilled itself into the fucking year 2022. And now, Joy and I have to postpone our Italian vacation once more. Because what's going to happen to Italy when 5 million refugees from the Ukraine flee to that country? God for fucking bid, we can't go on vacation. Listen, I'd be so fucking pissed if World War III ruined my vacation too, but I'm not going on The View and talking about it, people. I'm going to joke about it, but like, you don't say that on the TV. What are you doing, dude? Like, I'm pissed. Like, who's pissed? Why aren't you pissed? Like, of course you're pissed. Your European vacation gets ruined because Putin's inciting World War III for the 4th year in a row. You can't go. Joy Behar, boo-hoo. Journalists and commenters took to Twitter to respond to Behar's comments. Barstool sports blogger Kevin Clancy wrote, the true horror of the worldwide pandemic and Russia invading Ukraine. Joy Behar hasn't been able to take her trip to Italy. Thoughts and prayers for Joy. We hope you make it through this tragedy. Liz Wheeler, host of the Liz Wheeler Show, simply tweeted over the short clip, I literally can't believe Joy Behar said this. Me either, sweetie. Me either. Like, get away, dude. There are two pictures on the screen right now, and if you're just listening to this, keep listening and you'll know exactly what the pictures are here in 2 seconds. There are two pictures on the screen, and here is what I'm saying. This is Kanye West and not Kim Kardashian. This is Kanye West and not Kim Kardashian. The pictures on the screen currently is not Kim Kardashian. If this isn't the biggest flex of this man's career, Netflix documentary aside, Donda 2 stem player coming soon, I just ordered it. Yeezys, hit or miss, sometimes meh, I don't really get it. Early music, great. Kim Kardashian, okay. Like your mental stuff, wow, dude, like work on. There's so many angles to Kanye West. But if this isn't the biggest and bestest one of them all, he's now dating a girl who looks exactly like Kim Kardashian. And guess what? She knows. They asked her. They said, Kim, what do you think of this? And she says, I think it's fucking flattering. She loves it because it means that he'll now leave her alone for this Kim Kardashian lookalike. I'm going to put pictures on the screen and you're not going to be able to tell if it's Kanye's new girlfriend or Kim Kardashian, dude. Kanye West is now dating first of all, the Julia Fox thing, like the John Safdie's jam and uncut jams and John Safdie's muse and uncut jams. You know, that whole thing. Glad that's over. He didn't need her. They didn't need each other. But this new girl, he needs this new girl. We need the Kanye back that was with a Kim Kardashian. So this new girl is going to give us back the Kanye we liked 2 or 3 years ago when they first got together. Remember when Kim and Kanye first got together? We really liked him then. Okay? And so now we get to experience that again, and I'm excited. I couldn't be more ecstatic at the fact that this man's now dating a clone. Bro, homie, I'm not knocking you. Dude, this is all for you, okay? Trust me, I know what it's like. If I were to lose the love of my life, I was lonely, I'd go find someone who looked just like her if I couldn't have her. If Kim K's too busy on Staten Island with Pete Davidson, then the next best thing is to get this girl who looks just like her. She looks just like her. So that's what I'd do. I'd in a heartbeat. I'd immediately find someone who looks just like Megs. And then pray that maybe one day Megs will eventually come back so I can get rid of this stupid girl who is like nothing like her, but just looks like her. You know what I mean? Dude, Kanye West, man, I think it's not too soon to tell, but I think he might be a genius. I think he's a genius. I think he might be in certain aspects of his life. Take it with a grain of salt. I know I'm late on the story, but the Tinder Swindler, dude. Megs didn't like it, but I watched the whole thing. Okay? We have some versatile opinions on the situation, and I don't think I'm going to get too much into the situation because you all probably know what happened. He basically takes money from girl A, gives it to girl B. Takes money from girl B, gives it to girl C, takes money from girl C, gives it to girl B, and that's just how he funds his lifestyle. He tells these people he's in this hot and heavy diamond industry and that people are out to get him because of his parents' legacy, and that he has this multi-trillion, billion-dollar diamond industry, and he's sending them fucking like articles about the mob wars in the diamond in the Congos and South America where they get all their diamonds and all this shit. And it's like, bro, you're full of shit. Like, he's some nerd. He's some nerd with glasses from Israel who him and his buddy just swindle these chicks out of fucking 50 grand every time. And then they fly a private jet to the next city where the next girl is to make her think she's special because he's paying for it with the chick he just saw in fucking the last city. It's the most fucked up thing I've ever seen. But for those of you who don't know, he was caught. Okay, we caught him on a fake passport charge. He was sentenced to 15, that's 15, like a little over a year, so nothing at all in jail. He only served 5 months out of that whole sentence, and now homeboy's out and about doing it again. Guess what? He's on Cameo. If I had any less respect for myself in this podcast, I'd fucking buy one. But apparently, homie's out here making 20 grand a month on Cameo. Okay, so he's up to his old ways again. He did not get caught or prosecuted for anything he did to the women in that Netflix documentary. He's actually suing Netflix for the documentary, which is insane. So he's out and about. He's on Instagram right now. You can go follow him on Instagram. He's got Prada bags. He's got Gucci belts. He's got Lamborghinis. He's got Ferraris. He's got private jets still. He's still doing the same shit even after all of this stuff happened, because we're the idiots who give him money on Cameo. He's now charging $20,000 per club appearance in Los Angeles, Miami, and New York. And apparently the next 3 months are booked full. So I just don't think I quite can grasp my head around the glorification of a psychopath. The glorification of a psychopath. I mean, listen, I know we all have our issues, but like when you know what this dude is doing and then you willingly send him money on Cameo or to your club, you're just doing the same thing that the girls in the doc that you know what I mean? $20,000. Give me $20,000. I'll show up to your club. What's Simon Levi fucking doing for your club anyways? Like if I heard Simon Levi, the Tinder Swindler, was at your club, that would do the opposite of what you wanted to happen when you hired him. I wouldn't want to go because I'm fucking afraid of him and his family and the people who want to steal all of his diamonds. Did you see what they did to his bodyguard, dude? They fucking bashed his bodyguard in the head. They were in the ambulance like 4 times. Like 4 times in the documentary, they got attacked by these diamond smugglers. It's insane. I don't want to go to a club with him there. It's dangerous. It's a fucking Tinder swindler. Oh, speaking of Netflix. Hey Netflix, this is insane. Fellas, listen up, because this episode's brought to you by BlueChew. Here's a scenario for you. You just get done having sex. You say, hey, self, my dick could have been a lot harder. And you're probably right. So we've partnered up with our friends at BlueChew. I use it and it's changed my life. If you go to wadpod.com/blue, that's WAWDPOD.com, wadpod.com/blue, BLUE, the link's down below. You can click it yourself. wadpod.com/blue, we're going to give you $20 off your first order, which means it's basically free. You only pay $5 for shipping. That's wadpod.com/blue. Your first order of BlueChew is going to be virtually free. Only pay $5 in shipping. I got it. I did this. I immediately ordered more. I have more on the way because of how amazing this product is. It has changed my life. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your whoever will thank you. Go to wadpod.com/blue. It'll change your life. BlueChew. Get chewing. The California Film Commission announced the latest round of tax credits for the film production on Monday, and once again, Netflix emerges as a big winner. The streaming giant was awarded $60.3 million in state credits, far outpacing Disney's $27 million and Warner Brothers' $16 million and Amazon's $16 million. Netflix also led the way in the last round of credits in August of 2021, taking $43 million in California tax credits, which is insane to me. This time, here we go. You ready for this? This time, Netflix was granted credits for 4 projects. Atlas, Beverly Hills Cops 4, Family Leave, and Unfrosted. Now, I don't know what Atlas is about, and I don't give a shit. Beverly Hills Cops 4, I'm here for it. Do we need it? No, because there's no more original ideas. Well, I'm sorry. There's one more original idea, and it's been taken. I'm going to get to it here in a second. Unfrosted. Unfrosted. The latter project stars Jerry Seinfeld in an original story about the Pop-Tart and was awarded $14.2 million in credits. Unfrosted. Seinfeld is set to direct, produce, and star in Unfrosted, as well as having co-written the screenplay with Spike Frestman and Barry Marder. The three writers have collaborated in the past, including co-writing 2007's The Bee Movie, along with a fourth writer. Fursten also wrote Seinfeld's ultra-popular sitcom Seinfeld in the late 1990s, so they've been working together for a while. Hey, who remembers The Bee Movie? The Bee Movie, for those of you who don't know, is currently still on Netflix, even though they said they were taking it off. It's still there. Thank you. Quick recap. Ollie's obsessed with it. It's basically about Jerry Seinfeld as Benson. Barry Benson B is his full name. BBB, Barry Benson B. And they talk bees in this movie. He talks to a human. He's not supposed to. They take humans to court for stealing all of the bees' honey. He destroys the planet, and then they give it back. That's what happens, dude. So the Bee Movie, fantastic. Ask our friends at the Mad About Movies podcast. Ask some of the guys over at the Mad About Movies podcast, maybe in the Discord, maybe just on Twitter. Tweet at Mad About Movies what their thoughts on the Bee Movie is, the one from 2007. The Bee, B-E-E is how you spell it, the Bee Movie. Anyways, the idea for Unfrosted stems from a popular joke of Seinfeld's from the stand-up act in which he discusses the invention of the Pop-Tart, which happened in 1964, changed his life for better as a kid. So, listen, I'm so glad. I am so glad for Jerry. I'm so glad and happy for his childhood. While Jerry Seinfeld was eating Pop-Tarts as a child, I was being manipulated by my stepmother to eat cold pizza with a retainer in my mouth while simultaneously living two lives between divorced parents for about 10 years to never speak to any of them again is about 4 years ago. But thank God for Jerry Seinfeld and his Pop-Tart experience as a kid. You know, hopefully now my kid will see this movie and have yet another wonderful experience as a child. His first was with the Bee Movie and Jerry Seinfeld, and now as a child with his own Netflix subscription, and he'll just be immersed in the wonderful world of Jerry Seinfeld and Unfrosted. And that's all the time we have today, folks. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name's Levi McCurdy. You can check us out at wadpod.com/link, wadpod.com/Apple, or /Spotify, whatever you listen to us on, or /YouTube. It's all there on the page and down below. Thank you to our sponsors of this week's episode. It's going to be BlueChew and DudeRob. Make sure to use promo code WAWD when checking out, and you'll get 20% off your DudeRob. Just ordered another one for myself and Megs. So DudeRob.com, promo code WAWD, you get 20% off. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace out.